Hello. In level 2, you mastered the little pentatonic. In level 3, you mastered the open pentatonic. Now it's time to take these two smaller pentatonic scale shapes and fuse them together into one mega pentatonic scale shape. Let's try it. Now, if you look at this master pentatonic scale, that shows you what the pentatonic scale looks like on all strings and all frets. You can connect those dots into pretty much any shape you want. They're like constellations. But since this is a channel for beginning guitar players who are just trying to build muscles and get control of their fingers, we started off with some smaller, easier to remember pentatonic scale shapes first. But if you've been trying to improvise guitar solos over backing tracks using these smaller pentatonic scale shapes, you've probably started to run out of ideas. And that's why it's important to learn a lot of different pentatonic scale shapes, so you're not getting too boxed into one spot. And if you're boxed into one spot, it starts to sound kind of repetitive. Also, each scale shape has its own characteristics. It has its own uses and limitations. Kind of basic example of that is in the little pentatonic scale. I've got the notes D and E. And since they're on the same string, I can slide between those two notes. I could do a hammer-on, I could do a pull-off. In the open pentatonic scale, I've got the notes D and E right there. Same two notes, but since they're on two different strings, I can't do any of those fancy tricks between those two notes. So there are sounds I have access to in the little pentatonic scale that I don't have access to in the open pentatonic scale. So you can take this master pentatonic shape, slice and dice it however you want. You're going to be playing the same 5 notes no matter what you're doing. But constantly changing the shape you're in will give you a bigger variety of phrasing options and make your solos sound less boring and repetitive. We just have to build the muscles in our fingers and our brain to smoothly change between the shapes without thinking about it. So go grab a guitar and let's do that. So to start off, we're going to go forwards through the open pentatonic scale, shift over to the little pentatonic scale, go backwards to the end of the little pentatonic scale, and then shift back over and finish the open pentatonic scale. So if you've mastered the previous exercises with the open pentatonic and the little pentatonic scale, I know that you can play these at 120 beats per minute and faster. So in this exercise, let's go from 100 beats per minute up to 150 beats per minute. So here's what the first exercise sounds like at 150 beats per minute. After that, we'll go back to 100 beats per minute, and we're going to play the exact same notes, actually, but it's going to be a different route. We're going to start with the open pentatonic scale again. Once we get to the 3rd string, and we play the 2nd fret, we're going to shift over to the 4th fret, which is the start of the little pentatonic scale. We'll play all of the little pentatonic scale. When we get to the last note, we'll shift our 3rd finger over to the 3rd fret, and we're in the position to do the open pentatonic scale. And we'll just do the open pentatonic scale backwards until we get to the end. Here's what that sounds like at 150 beats per minute. After that, we'll go back to 100 beats per minute and do round 3, which is just a very not fancy original lick that I came up with to help you, mix these two scales together and, use it as a diving board to come up with some cooler ideas when you're improvising. Again, it's nothing fancy. But here's what it sounds like at 150 beats per minute. In the first open pentatonic scale exercise we did, I said that you could use either fingers 2 and 3 or 1 and 2. It didn't really matter. In this exercise, I would use finger 3 and 2 because it's going to make our transitions smoother. We'll end up using the same fingers if you play your open pentatonic scale with fingers 2 and 3. But it's not illegal to use fingers 1 and 2. It just might make your life a little bit harder. All right, let's do round 1 at 100 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, go. 110, ready, go. $120, ready, go. $130, ready, go. $140, ready, go. Here's $150, ready, go. Cool. Now let's go back to 100 beats per minute and do round 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Here's 110, ready, go. Here's 120, ready, go. $130, ready, go. Here's 140, ready, go. And here's 150, ready, go. All right, now let's do round 3. Before we do, it might not be a bad idea to pause the video and just try it out at your own speed a few times, since this is technically new. 1, 2, ready, go. Here's 110, ready, go. Here's 120, ready, go. Here's 130, ready, go. Here's 140, ready, go. All right, here's 150, ready, go. Nice. That's it. You're done. Nice work. Well, if you wanted to memorize the master pentatonic scale, you'd have to memorize the location of 30 different notes across the strings and fretboards. But now you can move around 13 of them. So we're pretty much halfway there. Living on a prayer. Now all that's left to do is just to check out this playlist of backing tracks and try out your new skills. See if it's a little more fun now that you have a wider range of notes to choose from. And hey, have you clicked any of these buttons lately? You know, studies show that clicking a button can cleanse your chakras and might even lower your cholesterol. So try it. What have you got to lose? Bye.